Hey you guys, I know it's a Saturday afternoon. I'm popping on here just kind of last minute because um, Plaid sent me their brand new pour medium. It is to go coincide with their Appleberry. And I've been playing with it, mixing up a whole bunch of the colors that they sent me with it. And I thought, I need to do this with you guys real quick online. The reason is because I'm cleaning my space right now, and I kind of want to just get this stuff played with and put away. So I thought, okay, I'll do this real quick. Probably won't be real quick. I have several canvases out to play with on this, so we'll see how far we go. This is the pouring medium, and basically it can turn any acrylic paint into a pourable paint for fluid art projects. The other, now their Ultra Mod Podge, which is the spray stuff, can be used as a pouring medium too. However, pouring can get expensive, so I like to do it with my leftover stuff. So if you are a paint pourer person, this might be a nice option for you because I can now use my spray as a sealant. So what you want to do, this is really runny. This is probably the runniest pour medium I've ever used. It's super liquidy. So I am just using these little solo cups that I found at Walmart. I think they're adorable. And I am mixing my paint in them. And I'm going to mix one together so you can kind of see how much I'm using. One of the colors that they sent me was this Arbor Green. So it's the apple barrel. So I shake it up really well. And most paint pouring mediums, you need to do a either 1-to-3 ratio with a pour in its favor, or a 1-to-4 with the pour in its favor. I am noticing with this, it is opposite. I am actually going about 3 ratio to a 1 ratio, medium being the least. And when I first started to do this, I actually have one color that I ended up making several cups out of because it was just way too runny. So that's about all I put in, and I may even, this might even be a little bit too fluid. And then I just take and I mix it up like this. So I have my other colors that have been already mixed. I hope they're not dry over there because I mixed quite a few. And then I also mixed some of the white, but even that's looking pretty good. So you want to mix this in. So what I do like about this pour medium is I think you're going to get a lot of bang for your buck because it does not take much to get this going. So from here, I'm going to take my canvas and I'm just going to start to pour. I have a couple different boxes out for this particular project because, well, I need them to set up and dry elsewhere. So, grabbing some red little solo cups that I have used previously on another pour. I'm just going to set my canvas up like so. Like this. Make sure y'all can see right there. I'm going to get ready to just pour from here. This is just experimental play. I don't know what's going to happen. So the first thing I'm going to pour is titanium white. It is the Folk Art titanium white. I mixed up 2 of these, and this is just to lay a nice base. I'll put my colors off to the side after I introduce them. And for this particular pour, I'm just going to do a couple different type puddle pours. So I'm going to do one in the middle, and then I'll do one up here, and then one over here, and I'll call that good. Now, for my other colors, I am going to add a cell creator. The only one I have is by Dina Wakley. So I'm just going to put a couple drops of this into each of my colors. I haven't been a real big fan of cell creators. This particular one, I don't think it works that great. So if you have a silicone-based oil, from what I understand, that's supposed to work. But I'm so excited because I think I just wiped this out, which is what I wanted. So from here, I'm just going to go ahead and pour into the center of those puddles some color. So I'll do blue, like this is the cloudless blue here. And then I will do, let me do Conquered Grape. I think that's what this one is on this one. And then we will do, let's do the, I'll do a little bit more white on top of this and this, okay. And then let's go ahead and do some Kelly Green. Should be interesting to see if this Kelly Green mixes with my purple and gives me brown. All right, I'm going to do some Kelly Green over here as well. And then again, we're just playing. Don't know what we're going to get. And then this one. All right, and then from here, let's do some of this Aqua Sky. And I'm just going to throw that like right on top. And you can see that cell divider, I didn't mix it in so good. So hopefully that'll react a little bit better. I don't know. I just haven't had luck with cell dividers. And then I'm going to put some more of this white. Like so. And I may need to mix up more white. I have another one, but still. And then from here, let me do blueberry. We'll do blueberry. I'll get that cell divider kind of mixed in there a little bit. All right, and then I think I want to throw on some, actually, let me throw on some more of this Conquered Grape. I really like this purple. And then let's just start to move this around a bit. I should be wearing gloves, but I'm not. So, oh well. Live and learn. And you just kind of get it to move and just see what it does. The spill off is totally fine. I like that personally. I like it to go over the edge. But the thing is that with the medium, you don't want it to be so thin that it ends up like you can see the texture of the canvas through. So that's why I went ahead and just kept mixing in more colors, because I really just wanted to make sure this is turning out kind of cool. So basically, I'm just creating a substrate that I can use later on. So I'm going to put this right like this and kind of fill in those spots around the edges. And I think I'm just going to pour some of this Arbor Green. This is one we haven't done yet. Right there. And right there. Let that kind of move around. I will throw on, let's also do some of this Verde. Right there. And then I will take and do some of this, oh, I almost spilled my white over here. White again. So, and then let's end up with some of this cloudless sky. And it's already starting to drip, which is what I want. So my hands are already dirty, so I'll just take this up and maneuver it so it kind of blends in with the rest of the pour. And we'll do another pour. I have enough. I'll throw the rest of this on a canvas. I didn't even use the Territorial Beige yet that I poured, that I mixed, so we'll do that too on the next one. Oh, I'm getting my hands all dirty. Okay, so get that corner. So again, I do not, honestly, you guys, I do not do pours unless literally the company has supplied me with the products, or I have product that I'm already trying to get rid of, simply because it is so, it's just so messy. And I'm not scared of messy, but it's just a lot of paint. You know, that's a lot of paint. So it's not my favorite art, so to speak, for me to do, but I know a lot of people do some beautiful pours. So I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying that for me, it's not my very favorite thing. I don't turn to it first, but with that being said, this is gonna dry really cool. So let me go ahead and do another one. And for the next one, I'm gonna switch over my box. So let me take out these. Actually, I have a couple ideas that I wanted to do. So I'm just gonna switch over my box. I'll set this aside. And then this is another pour that I did with a mini maker kit from Leisure Arts, which is really a cool thing. And so that's coming to my channel this Tuesday. It explores a pouring kit, which is awesome. So for this one, again, I have one of these. Get this down here. All right, so I'm just gonna take and I'm just gonna do strips of color, and then I'm gonna take a wet paper towel and drag it through. So let me go ahead and wet down a paper towel with a spray bottle real quick. And I'm just gonna take this, and the reason why I'm wetting down this paper towel is because I want to drag it through at the end and see what that does. All right. Okay, so this is just the drag and pull. And then after this, I'll probably do a dirty pour. All right, so for this one, I'm gonna take this brown, and I'm just gonna put the brown in the corner up here. And I'm not gonna go all the way across, but about halfway. And then I will take some of this Adobe green, that. Actually, no, I am going to go all the way across because I'm going to pull it from this way, that way. Changing my mind. All right. And then I will do some of this. This is Kelly green. And that's about going to wipe that one out. Yay. All right. And then let's start in on the Aqua Sky. That one, wipe that one out. Well, not all of it. I have another one because I made so much of it. And then we're going to do, actually that was Cloudless. This one is going to be Blueberry. I'll wipe all that out. And then let's do some Aqua Sky this time. Yes, we'll do Aqua Sky. All right. Then we will do Conquered Grape. All right. And then finally, I'm just going to throw a little bit of white on the edge, and I'm going to drag that white through with my paper towel. Okay. My wet paper towel. There's that. Okay, so I'm going to take my wet paper towel, make sure that it's nice and wet, and I'm just going to drag it through all of those colors. Now, I am using purple as one of the first ones to drag through, so this should be interesting on how these colors mix and if they mix. So, let's take my paper towel, and I'm just going to place it on the edge like so. Just going to start to drag it through. And that really pushed those colors around. So let me take and go from the top down. See what that does. So some of the cell dividing is happening right now. I'm going to do this right down through here. And then let me get on over on that corner. And now I'm just going to kind of playing in it. Didn't go as I planned, but it's okay. We can play on it. This is just playtime. I don't know what else I'm doing. So if I blend it too much, it will all blend and I will just get a whole bunch of brown. So I'm probably going to stop at about there, and then I'm just going to pour, like do a couple different pours in a couple different spots. If you want to see this one done really cool, check out the video that I have coming out on Thursday, because this technique ended up just being super cool with another pour. So I do have quite a bit of this cloudless left over, so I'm going to go ahead and just do a little bit of randomness here and just let it move on its own and see what it does. So just like little teeny tiny puddles. And then I will also do that one. And then this will just start to move around on its own. And I can pick it up and maneuver it some as well. Thing I do like about this plaid paint medium is that the pouring medium is it is super liquidy, so you are able to get a lot of bang out of your medium on this. So this one made kind of an interesting look. So you can take these canvases that you pour and you can create on top of them, or you can just keep them as they are and hang them. I like to just use them as a background and do a mixed media canvas on top. But some people like to just use them as like a abstract type art, which is cool. This is a non-toxic paint, so that's why I'm not really that concerned that I'm getting it on my fingers. It's like, all right, so just gonna hold that up for a minute, and then I'm going to put it on a craft mat that I thought I had somewhere. What did I do with my craft mat? Oh, there it is on the floor. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna let that set up and dry. I think I'm liking how that ended up so far. I'm gonna put this over on a craft mat, and then we're just gonna do a free-for-all pour on this, on another canvas, and call it good. Okay. All right, so this next pour is just going to be basically everything else that I have left over. So we're going to start off with the white titanium, and I'm just going to dump it right in the middle. And then I'm going to dump this brown on top of this, as this is called Territorial Beige. And that is what's left of that. And then let's go ahead and dump this green on top. This is Aqua Verde green, I believe. And done with that. Then we're going to go and add a little bit more white. Just pour the rest of this white out and be done with it. All right. Done with that. And I've got 3 more colors left. So let me finish off this Concord. I like the last pour because you can get a little bit silly with it. Okay. And then let's do this one, which is actually, I have more of this cloudless, so let's do cloudless. I'm just gonna pour that all around. No rhyme, no reason. And then last but not least, we are going to do the Aqua Sky. All right, and now pick it up and let it move. Territorial brown has pretty much disappeared. See if we can get it to peek through again. I think it might be gone. That's okay. Go on down over here. Let that start to fall off. And then I will lift it and push it this way. This one's turning out pretty cool, actually. I'm just going to let that all drip off down there. Get my fingers nice and dirty in this. I will tell you this. This is a lot of fun. Like, it really is a lot of fun because you don't ever really know, what you're going to get. And it can be really quite a lot of fun. Yeah, it's messy. And if that bothers you, definitely get some gloves and have your work surface really well covered. But I'm okay with the mess. I'm getting my nails redone this week, so it really doesn't bother me. I'm just letting it pull down here. And that brown hasn't really showed itself yet. I see bits and pieces of it, like there's little flecks of it here and there. But yeah, it kind of just disappeared, which is interesting. That's so fun how it does that. And the verdigreen, I don't think I put verdigreen on this one. Yes, I did. I did arbor green. I don't have verdigreen. I used Kelly green up on the other one. All right, so this end is almost covered. And we will straighten this out, and I'll let you guys take a peek at what that finished piece looks like, or as finished as we're going to get in this process. But look how cool that ended up. And I was just throwing everything that I had at it. So, again, this is a new product by Plaid, their apple barrel line. It is called Pore Medium, and it's non-toxic. And it says to mix equal amounts of pouring medium and paint together, but I don't think that it's the case. I think that you need to use literally 1/8 of the pouring medium to your apple barrel paint. If your paint is thick, then I would use more. But other than that, I don't think you need any more than that. I think that that is just like the perfect amount. I really do, because it's really fluid. So the thing that why you want to use a pour medium over, say, water is because in a pour medium, you don't want to mix a water with an acrylic, because it's like water and oil together. They won't mix, they'll separate. And you don't want to use white paint because the whole purpose of pour medium is to make it pourable. So it's taking a thick paint and it's just making it liquid. It should be about the consistency of warm honey. That's what you're looking for. All right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for stopping by and playing with me today. And make sure you check out the other video that I have coming up on Tuesday, in which I play with the new Leisure Arts mini maker kit that is really awesome. It's a really good price point. Lets you dabble in it to see if you like it, if you've never tried it. Really good for kids. And if you like it, you can go out and get more stuff to continue. And if you don't, no big deal. You just have 2 really cool canvases. So we're going to get into that next time. Until next time, I'm Bets Golden. Happy crafting.